Okay, DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, it's a little lunch break, and let me see if I can just place the camera. I got it on this mini tripod, and hopefully it'll hold, kind of. Yeah, it's just about right. Yeah, so a little lunch break vlog. I thought I'd talk about something, as I do sometimes when I have an article that I've read that I found kind of interesting. It was something I saw actually in Popular Science. Excuse me. I don't know if it was that way for you guys, but when I was a younger boy, my dad used to buy every now and then. He'd buy Popular Mechanics, Popular Science every now and then. And what was the other one? I thought there was another one. Anyway, somebody might help me on that one. Anyway, and this was an article on psychologists are trying to figure out why we don't go to sleep even when we want to. So it's called Bedtime. Basically, the story is about bedtime procrastination, and that is actually quite interesting. I mean, it's a summary of an article in in a journal called Frontiers in Psychology, where the title on this article is "Too Depleted to Turn In: The Relevance of End-of-Day Resource Depletion for Reducing Bedtime Procrastination." So you can tell that the Popular Science one is kind of like the Reader's Digest of this article. Now, a little bit in there, of course, let's say again, it's things that a lot of us know, but I mean, in today's world, people are sleeping less and less. I mean, actually, we're saying that Americans, I think that in the last few decades, have lost close to 2 hours of sleep. And I don't know if that's the same all over the world, but I think it is, at least in part. Maybe not all completely 2 hours, but that's a lot. And one of the things is that often if we work more or we get home tired and people really want to relax and feel like, the little bit of time that they have at home, there's also longer commutes that come into figure. So that people, the longer that they are at home, they don't want to kind of like waste it in bed, if you know what I mean. And so, in that respect, it might be like, like you're watching television. Oh, great, there it is. Just let me put it over here. Excuse me. 2 seconds. Okay. So it's like, for example, you're getting ready to go to bed, and then there's an extra show that's coming on, and it's like the, it's a follow-up of a show that you just watched or something, and you don't want to miss it. Of course, in today's day and age, you could record it, you have recall or replay or something like that. But people don't tend to do that. They will just very often watch the show and lose an hour sleep that way. So they were going on at different things that people do, and they were giving actually a few suggestions. That thing is a little bit annoying, isn't it? Let's see if I can get it closer this way. Now I can't place it. Okay, well, I'll just hold it. Okay, so basically, I mean, they were saying, like, for example, when you get home from work, well, why don't you wash up or things like that, or shower and shave or stuff like that, things that you might say, well, I don't want to go to bed right now because I got to do that, and that's going to take time. And I know little things like that. I don't know if that really makes a big difference, but there was one thing, I think it was in the main article, where they were talking about there was a table of different things that people, here they are, overview of reported desires and resist attempts in relation to bedtime procrastination. I think we've all done bedtime procrastination. One, for example, is eating. Okay, so these are like clinical studies that they did, funnily enough, isn't it? Eating, so total desires and attempts to resist the desire, and percentage of desires resulting in a resist attempt, and so on. So what do they have? Eating. Media use. Yeah, so I mean, it could be like you are surfing or what, or playing with your phone. Leisure, whatever that is, I guess. Something else, a hobby, I suppose. Sleep. That's strange. What is sleep doing as far as a desire? Okay. social contact. You might be at a party, something like that, or you just have to leave. What else? Work, yeah, people at work, at home. Coffee, okay. Hygiene, I just mentioned that actually. Tobacco, oh, I guess I want to smoke. Whatever. Non-alcoholic drinks. Alcohol. Oh, here's sex, yes. I can't go to bed, dear. We can't sleep now, we have to have sex. That's actually, I guess, what they do mean here. Sport or exercise, yeah, let's go work out instead of... and that's right after sex, actually, okay. Alcohol. Spending. Would that be online spending, maybe? I don't know. And then there's something else. So it is kind of an interesting thing, because basically there's a whole lot of reasons that people put in there. You know, one that I've seen here that actually people they've not put in? Vlogging. Yeah, vlogging. You might not go to bed because you still have a vlog to do, something like that. So, vlogging should have been added there. I guess that's counted in media, and that's way up to the top. Okay, so what do you think? Do you actually procrastinate regularly before going to bed? I realize that I actually do quite a bit. I mean, I will read something on the Kindle or have my tablet. I think it's actually even worse when you have... Now, a computer, you have to really sit in front of it. A tablet and a phone is like a book. You can actually bring it in bed, because I mean, when I think about it, when I was reading a lot real books and not automatically reading them on the Kindle or the media, like the iPad or what, you want to read that extra chapter. And I mean, how many of us have read in bed? So that's actually part of this, and it's funny. I mean, that they didn't talk about this in a way, because in a way I think it's existed for a long, long time. But yeah, so give me your take on it. Okay, so that'll be DC signing off for a little lunch break. Take care. Bye-bye.